sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's come over to.
Also, you have to tell the chat, I guess, that we
Yep,
are streaming.
I'm about to do it. Okay. So the stream is just coming up now. Top cut. Okay. Okay, so I think that should be working. So let me grab the link. I need to make this public. Yeah, sorry, I'm really new to all of this.
So do you have the link somewhere?
Yep, I am just testing that the stream is working now.
Okay.
Yep, the stream is live, so let's post it into Discord.
Nice.
Okay. So maybe, Felix, I just need to sort out a couple of things at the start. Maybe if I mute myself, you might be able to just start the game if that's okay. Just like, so I just want to post the stream link in a couple of places. Maybe
Sure.
you could begin. So we're going to start. So I guess Cluster Fox and Cable Carnage. So we'll start with that game.
Sure. I don't know. Perhaps we should wait until Jan and Luke are also ready, so that they start at the same time. So we have to only need one timer. I think it's better.
Yeah, I think. Okay, yeah, that sounds very sensible. So we're still waiting on Jan and Luke, is that right?
Yeah. And Luke, I think Jan already created a game, but Luke didn't join.
Okay.
So. All right. Seems like all is done. Could just join the game on table 1. So.
Okay. Yeah, sounds
Correct?
perfect. Yeah.
Perfect.
So shall we? If those guys are ready, I'll start the timer.
Right.
Okay.
Let's go and watch.
Great. Okay, so we've got Dan's Adam versus sorry,
Thomas.
versus Thomas as Cluster Fox playing the outfit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Sweet. So Thomas starts with the new remote. Ice in front of new remote. Another remote. Interesting for the outfit. So Oh, that was probably misclick. Second ice on the same remote and card in it. What could that be? What would you say?
So my guess would be either a Walter or a Rashida, but I don't know what he's going to res with only 4 credits to protect it.
Really good start. Really fast play here. Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, Dan's been playing quite a lot of Adam, and he has an incredibly aggressive Adam.
Merger. First agenda is merger. I quite wonder why he didn't go for HQ, because you see another card in HQ, right? So
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand how Tom was intending to protect the merger in server 1.
yeah, perhaps he was thinking it's hard for me to protect it in HQ, so better put it into the road and make it safe, because there's always be running on the table. So what's it called? Cable carnage. What's its name again?
Dan.
I always forget.
Yeah, Dan.
Dan. Yeah, Dan's. Dan would be fine getting through one and the run subroutine. Just was
Yeah,
always
of
be running.
course. Yeah, makes sense. So the directives Dan's chosen is always be running, so he can break and end the run for 2 clicks. Safety first, so his hand size is reduced by 2, but he draws a card at the end of his turn if he is under hand size.
Yep.
And neutralize all threats. So the first time he accesses a card with a trash cost, he must trash it. But in exchange for that, he accesses 2 cards from HQ each time.
Yeah. By the way, that really probably was not what he wanted to do, trashing the reconstruction contract, but he had to.
Okay.
Interesting. Now he goes for the remote, the 2 ice remote. That's an ice wall. Are you gonna click through that? Not sure.
Yeah, what could...
That's a border control.
Okay.
He clicked through it, but border control will keep him out. So 1 click left. Also, border control gives 2 credits, so
Yeah, so...
it's enough credits to score that agenda next turn. Probably in Atlas, it seems.
Okay. Do you have any idea what Tom's win con is here with the outfit? What he's trying to do?
I don't know. Usually you have some kind of rush the agendas and then a backup plan to kill your opponent. Like either with Harding News and Boom, or with Harding News and what's it called? The 2 credits.
High profile target.
High profile target, yeah. The damage thingy. Do we see here Trojan Horse? Okay.
Yeah. So Trojan Horse...
Oh, that's an agenda.
Is just for programs, I think.
It goes so fast, almost too hard to follow what's happening, because Dan is running so much, and
Yeah.
also Clusterbox just pushing stuff into the remote, which seems quite safe right now. And both are pretty low on credits. Both are on, like Thomas on 4, Dan is on 3.
Yeah, so I guess Dan is looking to try and control R&D, and maybe if he can find a logic bomb, then he can contest a remote.
Yeah, but then again, border control kind of
of course, yeah,
breaks that plan. I was quite surprised. Normally, after so much running, perhaps you would see Thomas getting a Hardy News and firing it, but didn't here.
And so Thomas, with 1 Atlas token already and 14 credits, I guess that puts him quite close to winning, doesn't it?
Come again?
If Thomas has 14 credits and he's got 1 Atlas token,
yeah,
that he doesn't need a lot of other pieces to get the remaining 2 agendas, I would guess.
Or the kill even.
Yeah.
And,
okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't seem like he has a kill plan, because he didn't go for Hardy News last turn when he could. I mean, Dan was on, I think he was on 3 credits. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. This Ice R&D and hedge fund getting even more money now. It seems like there's nothing on HQ. I think we saw some ice on HQ already. I think we saw the trebuchet, trebuchet. There could be a trebuchet on R&D here. Dan is just building his board a little bit after running HQ once. Having already 2 Rezekis out, brain chip for 2 extra memory and 3 extra memory and 3 hand size, which now gives him the ability to draw up to 6 cards in hand. Yes, the game slowed down a lot right now, so. Are you still here, Craig?
I am still here.
Nice.
Yeah,
you weren't saying anything for quite some time, so I wasn't sure.
I know. I needed to post the link into Slack, StimHack Slack
Yeah.
hash Germany, and I have a very clacky keyboard. So
I understand. So you muted yourself. Makes sense.
yeah. I'm trying. Not. Yeah, this is testing too many of my not very good skills at once. So
Understand.
yeah. So I mean, what's Dan's win here? How does Dan do this? If contesting, it's going to be hard for him to contest that remote twice in one turn, I guess.
I mean, it all depends. If you can find a barrier breaker, you have a good chance because barrier breaker gets to 2 of the 3 eyes for sure, and then ball control is less scary if you have a barrier breaker.
Okay.
Yeah, but if he doesn't have the barrier breaker, he cannot get in. Yeah, for sure. So now he ran R&D and it was actually right. It was the trebuchet there, and then broke the trace subroutine. Is that true?
Yeah,
So-
it is. Yeah. So it can break any subroutine. I thought it was just an
Trash.
end the run. Okay, great. So now
So-
one card's going to get trashed.
Yeah. Interesting. Perhaps he just misclicked. Perhaps he wanted to break the other one.
Yeah,
Sure.
with 2 bad hub, it feels like he could fight the trace.
For sure. And even if like not being able to trash or steal cards for the remainder of the run seems way less important than getting a card trashed, right? Now could you lose your brain chip, which gives you extra hand size and MU,
Yeah.
or one of your directives, or even Rezeki. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah.
Perhaps they are discussing something like right now. Perhaps that's actually what they are saying, that he wanted to break the other one.
Yeah.
Could be the case. You never know.
So Dan, I know I haven't played Thomas's outfit. I think I might have only played against Thomas maybe once. He was chatting to me this morning about his outfit, saying it had done quite well in testing this week. But I know that Dan has been working on his Adam for over a year, and I think Adam's only lost 1 game out of 4 rounds today.
Wow. That's an Atlas from the top.
Ooh,
Also, he trashed the always be running, which is quite interesting. I think I would have trashed any other of the directors, but not always be running in this situation.
yeah.
What do I know?
So so Dan isn't running the directive that lets him see the top card of R&D when a run is successful, right? So that Atlas was just luck?
Yeah, it was just I mean, it was the first click, so even if he had always like what's it called, find the truth,
Okay.
he wouldn't have known because it was first click running on R&D.
Yeah.
All right, that could very well be a food in the remote, like advancing it twice, being on 4 points already. Oh, okay, advancing it 3 times. Ah, it's just an Atlas. Okay, so now hostile takeover wins the game.
Yeah. So
That's not easy to get out of here.
no. So I guess Dan has 4 clicks to try and find 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points, or yeah, like he has to find all the hostiles, which means 2 points. So or somehow get Thomas down to 0 credits or 1 credit, but that probably is not going to happen.
Okay.
Especially since there's probably Audacity in this deck, right?
Yeah. I believe that Thomas is a fan of Audacity.
Ooh, that's first click run on R&D. Again, now both subroutines fire. So Dan says, Doesn't matter. Anything can get trashed now since
Okay,
he's on
yeah.
game point. There goes brain chip. Trace is not increased, so can just pay kind of 6 credits or 3 credits or what's it? Yeah, 3 bad publicity, so
Yeah, so
so
3
three
credits.
credits, 3 real credits to get through, and see 1 card. That's not it.
Okay.
So what do you do now?
Well, he's going to see 2 in HQ, but I assume there's nothing in HQ. I don't know unless he can find something to unless he can find a Stargate and run again.
That's a turning wheel, but that doesn't do anything anymore, right? Turning wheel just gets a counter and then last click can't see extra cards. Just ice
Yeah.
wall, Trojan horse. Yeah, I think that's probably the game right here.
That was fast.
Yeah, it was really fast. Like
And
we
yeah.
probably can hop over to the other game, and they are still in the beginning of the game, probably.
Yeah. Jeez. I think based on my play today, this would have given me just enough time to have all of my bankers trashed for my opponent and then struggle somewhere around turn 6.
Ah, you were playing CTM today, right?
Yeah,
I
I
saw you
am.
playing. How
Yeah.
did you do?
I was really pleased. So I think I swept round 1, got swept round 2, and then split. So I think I came out. Yeah, like I'm pretty pleased with that. And it's my first time kind of semi-seriously playing CTM, and I enjoyed it.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow, turn 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew.
Also, this looks like a lot like a Titan deck, but out of the outfit, which
Yeah.
is quite interesting because you would think that Titan with the counter for the Atlas would be yeah would be the much better fit for such a fast advanced deck.
Yeah, well, I get the impression that Tom plays an awful lot of Titan, and the one time I've seen him not playing Titan, he was playing. Oh no, I think he was still playing Titan. So I guess he's maybe someone that loves fast advance and kind of fits that into different IDs to get different kind of shapes of it, maybe.
Yeah. So I'm gonna real quick update the bracket for myself. So
Okay, no problem. I'm gonna. Yep. Let me just update the. Let me skip over to the other table if they're still playing. Yep.
so this is one match table. I guess I do table 2. And um, okay. So should we switch over to the other game? I mean,
Yeah. That's.
probably a
Yeah.
good idea, right?
Yeah, that sounds great. So I've switched over on the stream. If you want to commentate, that would be great. I just need to try to update the Cobra AI stuff and check some things. So I'm going to be on
Sure.
mute for a couple of minutes, Felix.
So did you? I can look. Oh, you joined the game already.
Yep.
Okay, so we
Yep.
see Stargate run right now against Asmari, which we see Django, Jan on Asmari, and Luke on Haley. Both on 3 points. Django scored SSL while Luke scored a Bellona. So let's see. New sound was rest, and so far Luke has no breaker for the new sound. And because scarcity is up, that probably means that it will end the run. Unless it can pull some Shaper magic up, but I think there's nothing that can be done here. So the run is ended, and the tag from the new sound will be removed on the last click. So there seems to be an advanceable card on the remote, and a fourth ice is added to the remote, which is quite a lot. Seems hard to get in there. Luke's just taking turn to draw cards and play a sure gamble. Back to Jan. If that's the second, it seems like it's the second 3-point agenda, so he's only 1 point away winning that game. But still, Stargate on the table. This game's not over.
Hi, Felix.
Hi, Greg.
Sorry, I just I've updated the results. Check the time, so we've got about 27 minutes left on the round. And now I need to see what is going on with my.
By the way, do you get any feedback, like a chat or something like that, where people saying something to about the games?
Oh.
I mean, I didn't see anything in YouTube so far, but perhaps people are just enjoying watching and listening. I don't know.
Yeah, so there's you're so much better at this, despite the fact that all the controls are on my end. Yeah, so there is a YouTube chat. So on the live stream, there's a little chat box. No one has posted anything yet, so I haven't messed up too badly. But yeah, there's we currently got 7 people, which is exciting.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
7 people is, I think, is pretty good for such a spontaneous idea to stream it and commentate. I think could have been it's better than 0 for sure. Oh, okay, that's a Stargate run. Found the Sentry Breaker to get in, and it's Hardy News, Scarcity, and Boom. And Hardy News gets trashed. Probably there's no interest in getting hit hard next turn. Third click is a draw. And another draw. Yeah, but he had to install the ECA, he had to trash the EULA, so now he has no ability to break code gates right now, but perhaps he just finds something to get it back, like a symbol chip. And he or even a compiles something he plays when you look at the heap.
Okay, so I guess so Jan is now going to be looking for an echo chamber to jam in server 1. Is that right?
I mean, true.
Is that so? Is that what we would generally be expecting from? I guess
for
it's
sure.
really 6 pointers, right?
He could also just go for like the third 3-point agenda. That works as well, but preferably you just put in the asset that if the runner gets in, doesn't give them that much. But if you have for example, if you have the third bad owner and Luke is not that rich, so even if he gets in, he's probably not rich enough to steal it.
Okay.
Might be even safer to win that way.
Yeah, I guess
we'll see.
With is there so looking at archives, I can't see any influence. There is hard-hitting news. So do you think that this is the main win condition for This Is Mario is going to be scoring, or could there be a kill threat as well?
I mean, we saw Boom on the last Stargate run, and there's also hard-hitting news, so there's definitely a kill threat in the deck. But right now, on 6 points, I mean,
great,
might either score or might score out now.
Yeah,
because it's probably easier than but there's archive memories for hard-hitting news, so we probably see hard-hitting news now.
Okay.
It's also, if this card in the remote is an echo chamber, this is really hard to do anything about this. Because he has to get rid of the tags probably, and he has to contest the remote. Yeah. Also, we have some comments in the chat now. I saw.
Oh, great! Let me come over and have a look.
Yeah, just saying hello and that everything is good and they can hear us. Cool. And Sarah posted that she would star engage real hard here. Good thing to do, but if there's a code gate that you can't break, Stargate won't do much for you. But yeah. Luke really is in a pickle right now. He has to find so much stuff and get into the remote. Yeah. It's not easy to do. Probably needs to sell something on the board right now.
Yeah, it definitely feels like Haley versus Asmari is going to be quite a difficult matchup. But I think Luke's corp deck is also Asmari, so.
It might be true. You can look it up. Luke's, yes, also Asmari. You have in the top card we have 2 Asmari, 1 outfit, 1 sports metal on corp side, and then on runner side we have Smoke, played by Thomas, 419 for Django, Haley for Luke as we see it, and Dan is on Adam as we saw last game.
Great.
So if you were in this position right now, what would you do? Like, this is kind of a crucial turn.
Felix, it's turned into a quiz. Last time we did this, I didn't do so well. Well, first of all, we've got to do the maths to see if he can even contest the remote. So we can't confirm that. We haven't seen the echo chamber, right? It's not like he archived memories for the hard-hitting news. So we can assume it's an echo chamber, but it could also be a Rashida. It could be anything.
Yeah.
To get into the remote so he can tank the slot machine.
Wow. He trashed the Kuroda and the mem chip to get money from our SOPs. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, I would not want to be making these decisions.
I mean, wouldn't you rather just trash the Kuroda and keep the mem chip, right? I don't understand.
I don't know. So how did the Kuroda get trashed, Felix? Sorry, I missed that.
By the Adobe spawn shop to get 3 credits.
Oh, okay. So because it was hosted.
No, a combat dimension gives you an MU, and he had 5 MU, 5 programs used those MU.
Okay.
And if you trash the mem chip, you go down to 4 MU, and then you have to trash a program.
Right.
So in that case, wouldn't you just trash the Kuroda instead? Perhaps it was just an oversight.
Yeah. I'd imagine Luke's aware of the pressure of his game being streamed to 7 people and us dissecting every click from the comfort of our chairs.
Ban scarcity. Yeah. Probably ban all currents. I think ban all currents is the right way to go.
Yeah.
And for sure, yeah. When you said about you wrote that about the Stargate, yeah, that was a different situation for sure. I think I personally, if I was in this situation, I would have trashed the Stargate because that's 2 MU. Doesn't do much for you when there's a code gate in front of the R&D, and then you still have the barrier breaker.
Yeah.
But let's calculate. What does he has to spend to get in here? Now he has Ika, which is 3 to break a new sound and 2 to move, so 3 plus 5 is 8, and then slot machine takes some of your money or gives money to Django. So he can get in, but
yeah,
quite expensive.
Yeah, I'm really. So if you were in Luke's position, what do you think you would be doing now? I mean, I guess the question is, do you?
I mean, right now I think he's doing the right thing. As I said, he has to probably contest the remote to not lose here.
Yeah.
And he has to remove the tags. So what he's probably gonna do is,
I think he finishes with 4 credits and 2 clicks, right?
Yeah, he was on 15 credits, so it's minus 8 from the new sounds. That's 7, and then probably I don't know. Probably slot machine will take 3 credits from him, so it's 4 credits exactly. Yeah. So then he has enough to remove all the tags with misdirection.
If he doesn't trash an echo chamber.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, against Boom, you probably are fine, somewhat fine with removing 3 tags instead of, but Oh, that's the echo chamber. You have to trash that.
Okay, so the trash on echo chamber is 1, so it leaves Luke with 3 credits and 2 clicks, so he can remove all but
Yeah.
1 tag. And we know that the
Yeah,
boom is in hand. Is that right?
yeah. Or it's on top of R&D. I don't know. I can't
Yeah.
remember. I think it was last round on the. Let me check in the. Yes, it's hardly in use. Scarcity. Boom. So boom is on top of R&D.
Okay.
Wow. He dodged a bullet there. Okay.
Yeah.
Aesop gets trashed. Another card in the remote. Phew.
Oh man.
Hope that's not the second echo chamber. I mean, with 0 credits, you cannot contest it.
Yeah.
Just have to do something else. By the way, there's still scarcity up. So even if you had the second Aesop spawn drop or something like that, wouldn't be nice to. Oh, running tagged into an IP block. Aye, aye. So take 2 credits, remove attack, or take 1 credit, remove attack.
I don't know. I don't know where he can go from here. So yeah, without anything to break the enigma, the Stargate isn't doing anything. He can't contest.
You mean Thimble Rig? Thimble Rig, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Thimble Rig. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's game. It's just the echo chamber, the second echo chamber.
okay.
I mean, Jan was quite fortunate to have all these cards in hand to profit of the 6 points he had and the rough economy situation that Luke was in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. We finished our first 2 games. Sweet.
Cool. That was great.
So Django and Thomas move on to the winner bracket final, and Luke will play against Dan in the lower bracket.
Yes. So let's update the listings and then
So
check.
let's see if that works out with the identities. Or the sides, better to say. Cluster Fox played Corp, Django played Corp. So they have to both have to roll a die to know who they are playing.
So if I put the results into ABR, Felix, is it going? Will it? Oh, you mean which side they're going to play, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Perhaps RBR is telling you, but I don't know.
Okay, let me take a quick look.
So
Yes, so ABR has worked it out for us.
nice.
So it's put Cluster Fox on Runner and Django on Corp, and Cable Carnage on Runner and Luke Newcomb on Corp.
Sure. Hope they heard that, or can you? Perhaps somebody has to tell them. Perhaps you have to tell them, or
Yep, I'm going to take care of it.
okay. Perfect. So when do we start the next round? In 4 minutes? Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. If I can find my filters. So, are we already do we have games open already? I think
Yeah, let's go and have a quick look.
table 3.
Okay. Top cut round to
Django.
table 3.
Interesting. So we are still watching the game of the upper bracket, I guess.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
What would you say?
Yeah, unless yeah, Luke's Cable Carnage is notoriously fast, but Luke's on Haley, so yeah, I'll jump into the table 3 game as well.
In Discord they are on table 1, so guess it makes sense. So what do we see now? We see Django on Asmari against Smoke on Thomas on Smoke.
Yeah, I think so. Let me standings.
I just looked it up in Cobra. Should be correct.
I've lent my second monitor to my girlfriend while we're in quarantine, so that she's got like more of a working environment. So it's been so long since I've had to work on only one monitor. Man, first world problems.
Yeah. Also, Thomas seems to have a first world problem. I hate Asmari. Like you're in the upper bracket final. I hate Asmari. Yeah. It wasn't that unlikely that it would face Asmari with 2 players playing it. Seems like quite the good deck right now.
Yeah.
What was the actual split of the tournament? We had on runner side we had 3 dominant runners with 5 smokes, 4 419s and 4 Haleys, and then on corp side we had 4 Palanas, 3 Asmaris and 3 sports metals, and then everything else is 2 players and 1 player is playing different IDs. Lots of Wayland though.
Yeah, and so of the top 3 IDs, so Palana's the one with the most players, but there's none in the top cut.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, Sports and Mario both featuring. So I think we're almost getting ready to start, but I can't see Luke. I think Luke isn't in Discord yet. Hopefully he found his filters. Oh, but he is in the lobby for the game.
Ready. Seems like...
Okay. Sounds good.
I mean, you could also already start the game and make your mulligan decisions.
Yep. So I think we're good to start.
Yep. Okay, it seems like they have problems with Discord because Thomas can hear Jan, but Jan can't hear Thomas. So perhaps just wait a second.
Okay.
Until Thomas reconnects. There he is. Hope that works out now. I mean, 45 minutes for a game should be plenty, so we should have no worries here that this game.
Okay.
That game doesn't. I mean, it should finish in time. So Django takes a mulligan. What about Thomas? Jan is from Cologne. Sarah asked which one of them is from Cologne, and it's Jan. Django. Alex immediately rooting for the other guy.
Brutal.
Yeah. That's what's happening. Okay, so we have a start with
Yep.
scarcity and two eyes. Pretty strong opening from Jan, saying event with Asmari. So if Cluster Fox plays an event, Django will get 2 credits or gain 2 credits.
Okay.
Cluster Fox draws for his first click. Probably only has resources in hand and already is annoyed by turn 1 scarcity. What I admit.
I don't know.
Yeah, this card is stupid.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it doesn't do anything because you find an early agenda or because you don't have that much resources, and sometimes it just screws your whole game plan because all your economy cards are just worthless.
Yeah. I played I kind of worked on Haley and played her quite a lot for about 6 months, and just a number of games. I think I've probably only ever won one game with a turn 1 scarcity. Most of the time it was just me trying to draw a current and throwing away most of my deck.
Yeah. So Thomas ended his turn with the Sure Gamble and installing SMC, while Django just created a new remote and 2 credits. Oh, this time Jan goes for a different approach. Doesn't say event again, but program instead. Interesting. So perhaps he's afraid that the SMC will fetch something, or that Thomas might run to remove the current or something like that.
So yeah, do you think there was a turn 1 ice on HQ and R&D? Oh wow, okay, so Thomas is just installing through scarcity.
Whew. That's like the what would you say? The easy mark that you have to wait a long time for.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really
Like,
brutal with the 2 extra
daily,
install cost. Yeah.
if you pay 5 credits for daily cards, then you, in the end, if it runs out completely, then you gain 3 credits of it.
Yeah.
So it's basically easy mark, but you have to wait. Yeah, whole 4 turns. But alas, it's still money, and
Yeah.
if you can make it through these turns, then you still get the 3 credits. So it could have been worse.
Yeah.
So what do you think? 1 advanced card, is that an NGO? Probably, right? You wouldn't 1 advance an agenda. Yeah. Now it's perhaps you don't know. You never know if that's his 3-point agenda that he was just slow rolling.
Yeah, with only 6 credits, I would have assumed it was an NGO, but I'm really not sure. I guess Jan is sticking with program at the moment.
True.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, if it's actually an agenda, then program makes a little bit of sense because
Yeah.
if Thomas wants to contest it, then he surely needs a program to get in. Just takes credits here. Interesting. Not even drew once. Already pretty rich with 16 credits. Oh, that's actually
Yeah, it was the
SSL.
SSL.
Yeah.
Wow.
But now Thomas has quite the credit lead with 16 credits to 4.
Yeah.
Might be able to do some damage now.
So what do you think is likely on the remote? Is that going to be, with scarcity up, I guess one of them is probably a news hound.
I mean, it could be anything. Like you would put there what you draw,
Okay.
and but you want taxing eyes. I think on the outside, so it's probably end the run stuff on the end, and then perhaps a gold farmer or even slot machine on the outside, something like that.
Okay. I guess here Tom's
We'll
already
see.
given. I guess Tom's already given 2 credits with the Corroder install. So now he wants to run.
There's a new sound on the R&D. I don't know if there's actually, yeah, you have the Sentry Breaker, which is the new criminal one, right? I don't even know the name.
Bugalta?
No, not Bugalta, the stealth one. I mean, it's Smoke after all, so
of
probably
course.
play Smoke.
Yeah.
Stealth Breaker.
Oh my god, is that the one where it's like 1 credit to break all
That's an
subs on a
after
sentry.
limit. Yeah, you can either play 2 stealth credits to bypass, or you pay 1 to pump strength for 2, and then 1 to break 2 subroutines. So right now that's quite good because you can play the stealth credit to pump, and then 1 real credit, not stealth credit, to break it. So you don't have to have 2 credits like with Switchblade, where you had to have 2 stealth credits to break.
Okay.
But I guess there was nothing on R&D.
Yeah. So what I'm really unfamiliar with smoke. What other
Mhm.
pieces is Thomas looking for here? Because I kind of get the impression Net Mercure and like an SMC and a breaker, you're up and running.
I mean, you still need some money. Your breakers are pretty good, but some money you will still need. So something that gives you money. I don't know what his
Yeah.
economy engine is. Perhaps he's playing security testing, or he's playing Trickster Taka, or he's playing Cuban, for example, or something else. Whatever, something that gives you money uh, would be nice to have here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard-hitting news.
Okay.
So, I mean, Thomas will be able to remove all but 1 tag with the but he can actually remove all of them if he wants to, because he has the 1 credit on Netmerker.
Yeah.
Or he might have SMC for misdirection or misdirection itself, but only 2 cards in hand. So,
Yeah.
or he draws 1. So probably, yeah. I think he shouldn't have drawn. I think he should have just removed all the tags. Now he might lose his Netmerker and the film critique. Yeah, I think that was just unnecessary. Perhaps he didn't see that you could use the credit from the Netmerker to remove the tag.
Yeah, perhaps.
Oh, that's another card in the remote. On the last click. I mean, that could be Rashida. Pretty unlikely that this is an echo chamber, I think.
So Echo Chamber is 3 or 4 creds.
4 credits to res, 1 to trash, and yeah, can click 3 times to put it into your score area worth 1 point. Yeah, that looks not good for Thomas, I think. Like, all the resources that he paid so much money for are gone now. Ah.
And I kind of get the impression that smoke decks really need Net Mercure if they want to run. That's kind of a lot of the way they're generating their stealth. So is he able to really contest anything like until he can find, if he can't find his second Net Mercure?
I mean, Corroder, for example, doesn't need Netmerker, and After Image can break 1 sentry for sure. I think the bigger problem here is that he doesn't have any money. He has 3 credits, gets tagged again from Hardly News. This is not good.
Okay.
I mean, now the big problem is if he can't remove 3 tags, then he might be dead to boom. That's an SMC that can fetch misdirection, but still only removes 2 tags. Let's see if he has the boom. No boom on the first card. So by the way, he's still has this card in the remote. What is that? What could that be now? It's probably not a Rashida because he would have rest that. I'm pretty sure that's an agenda or even an echo chamber right now.
Okay. I mean, so it feels like Thomas is just going to be clicking for creds for quite some time here now in order to clear the
Yeah,
tags and start running again. So
I think next turn he will do 2 credits to remove 2 tags, which is sensible to get rid of the threat from Boom. And afterwards he probably just draws card and tries to get up the money. But he's really playing from behind right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and with Jan continually naming event and scarcity still up, this is going to be extremely difficult.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, that's the echo chamber.
Okay.
Now, Django basically is on game point, only needs one more 3-pointer. Yeah. What did he do? 3 credits, draw card. That's what's likely. And if that's that's mean. Directly in the next turn to face the threat that you lose because you can score.
Yeah.
So, I mean, perhaps you can just try to get in if there's no code gate on the remote or no code gate that's stopping him. He might somehow get in, but yeah. And then if it's a Bellona, it's really hard to steal with only 3 credits. He might just need to find a stim hack or something like that. Hope he plays something like a stim hack. 2 clicks to draw. Is there a stim hack? 3 clicks. No stim hack. Looks rough. Oh, just a credit. That's like basically giving up. I think I would have run into the remote and see if I somehow can just break one ice with Corroda or with After Image and the status credit from Smoke. And then if it's an SSL, you're still not lost. But yeah, it was a Bellona. There was no way to steal a Bellona.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. Oof. Pretty harsh game for Smoke. But I think one main thing, he was quite good on the money, and then he didn't remove the last tag from Harding News. I think that was the crucial part where he lost both Film Critique and Netmerker. And with Film Critique, this would have been easy, and Netmerker would have generated money. So yeah. But what can you do? Sometimes you just don't see those things, or maybe it was just he was thinking perhaps I draw the misdirection, I draw first, and then he just clicked it. So what about the second game?
Yeah, should we go and take a look?
Yeah.
Oh, we can see the remote was the border control as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the slot machine.
I mean, border control makes it even more safe.
Yeah.
I think the second game... Did the second game already finish? I can't find it. Oh, no, that it is. Cologne SC for Luke. With Adam versus... Oh. This is already over. Asmari won as well. So... that means sadly Dan's out with Adam.
Okay.
And Luke will continue.
Okay, so let's have a look here. So Jan winning with his Asmari, and Luke winning with his Asmari. And I think, does that mean that Dan has just lost his losers bracket game, so is now dropped out?
Yeah.
And that means that we'll next see Luke playing against Clusterfox.
Yeah, and we have to again do a coin flip. Who plays what? Because both played Corp and Runner once.
Okay. So Cobra has selected Luke to play Runner and Clusterfox to play Corp.
All right. Just post an image really quick. Ha.
Ah,
I mean, you could still look on Cobra, but already started it, so.
no, I'm a very big fan of these text files. I'm really loving it. Um, okay, let's see how long the guys need.
Should change real quick. I think clusterfucks are 2 words, not 1. That's one thing I didn't do in the first place. So right now the last player from the Swiss is dropped out or was kicked out, or however you want to see it. And we see the lower bracket final, and then 1 or 2 more rounds afterwards in the final. Thomas has to pee, so we probably just wait a moment until he comes back. 5 minutes.
Yeah,
okay.
no problem. Organizing for just 2 people playing one game is considerably easier.
Yeah, true.
I thought Andy did such a good job today with 20, like to kind of manage 23 people, collect results and play. Yeah, I think I'm amazed that it works so well over Discord. I think, obviously Nisei have done such a good job of setting up the server, posting, telling people how to use it, and the community as a whole everyone seems very mature and able to kind of, like mute their mics and understand that organizers sometimes need time. I think it's such a great community. The event's gone really well today.
Yeah, for sure. I think so too. Was a little bit fiddly on that I have to say with the judging while playing, because I always have to look on the Discord with half an eye while playing, and then have to at some point say, wait a second, I have to answer a question, but wasn't that many questions, so in the end it was quite manageable.
Okay, yeah, thanks, Felix. I think maybe probably the 3 takeaways that we've got for improvement for next time is to find a way to make calling a judge easier, and to notify the people, so people like yourself don't have to watch Discord all the time. I think 2, to not have like a pre-registration form where people can sign up and then a second registration form to put your phone IDs in. And I also think 3rd is just a way to make registration and ID submission much easier. So yeah, I think me, Alex, and Andy spoke about that today, and I think we've got some good stuff to improve for the next one.
Yeah, nice. Really appreciate that you guys are doing this, because I'm always a little bit too, I'm not really talented in organizing stuff, and I'm really happy if other people's are, and so I'm quite happy that you do this and we can play online.
Yeah, I'm fortunately or unfortunately for other people, I am one of those people who will just organize anything. So like, if I'm left unattended for any amount of time, I'll try and organize something. So yeah, so it's gone pretty well, and I think we've got such a really lovely group of players in Cologne at the moment. And
true.
Yeah, everyone's so nice. Our Thursday night meetups are really, really fun, and I think we've got such a good mix of people who are total jank lords, people who really know the game really well, and also all of the people who are really talented are really happy to share. Nice. So I think it's going to be great. And I don't know if you're aware, but Cable Carnage is going to be moving to Cologne as soon as quarantine is lifted. So he just
nice.
Yeah, he's got a new job here. So we've got a new player.
He was located. Where was he located before? Was this in Nuremberg or?
No, he's been in Münster for the last 2 years.
Münster. Münster. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So if this takes some more minutes, I will just get something to eat because I didn't eat so far. So I'll be back just in a second.
Okay, sounds great, Felix. So we're just waiting for Tom, I
I
think.
might be commentating a little bit less then, but that should be fine, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
People can just watch the game. The games will be great anyways.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're doing it for free, so they can take whatever they get.
Okay, see you in a minute.
Okay, bis gleich. Hi, Sarah. No, I'm trying to run the stream. He's coming back, I promise. And I'm really sorry, but I can't chat because it's super stressful and I'm trying to manage a million things.
There I am, back again.
Okay. Right, can you hear me okay, Felix? Can you hear me okay, Felix? Testing, testing.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Sure. I accidentally unplugged my headset, so
Okay, great.
I didn't know. Sometimes Discord has some problems with accidentally disconnecting input and output devices, but yeah, seems like this time was not one of those times.
Yeah, while you were away, Sarah called me to demand that she be allowed to commentate
For sure,
in your absence.
Yeah, sure. Just invite her. Why not? I can make a just take a lunch break or evening lunch. What's it called? Dinner break.
A
And
dinner break.
you you two do the commentating. Why not?
I'm afraid I do. I think I do not know enough about this game. Your insight has been great. I mean, if you need to take a break for 15 minutes to eat, then we can definitely do that.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So let me see if I can encourage Sarah to jump into a call before
Nice.
we start the top game. Okay, and I'll shoot you a message, and we can jump back together for the final. Okay, everyone, welcome back. So we are in the losers final. I'm just trying to call Sarah on Discord, so hopefully she will jump in and commentate this game with me while Felix takes a dinner break, and then maybe we
I
can all
can't
do the
hear
final.
you. I see that you are typing things, but I
Ah,
can't hear you. Do you want us to do it again?
I can hear you, Sarah.
So,
So the final is going to be Luke on Haley versus Tom on the outfit.
okay. Haley is the girl that starts two things at the same time.
Yeah, so you can hear me okay, right, Sarah?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. And I think everything is working okay. Okay, so yeah, so Haley says the first time, is it the first time you install a card each turn, you may install a card of the same type. So normally Haley will generally play either install 2 programs or 2 resources. She can also install 2 hardware. She's very, very strong because she's extremely versatile, but she needs a few key pieces in order to get set up. So can you see the game okay, Sarah?
Yes, I am on jintekeep.net.
Perfect. So the key things that Haley is generally looking for is going to be Proco, in this deck, Proco for draw, and Aesops so that she can start selling things for free credits each time.
And the Harbinger that you can use with the Aesop. Okay, and now Felix is throwing, headphone.
Yeah, Tom. Tom's already on 23 credits. I don't know what the card in server 1 is. I don't know if we saw that. And yeah, Haley's already started selling the Harbinger using Aesops. And the money that's going to give over the game is quite considerable because it's free credits each time and it takes no clicks.
Draw. Your hip pain through all this. Okay.
Are you up to speed? Everything okay?
Yes. I'm here.
Great.
So now he put something on server 2. I think server 1 is a snare.
I don't.
No.
It could be, yeah. So, Alex
he kept the snare in his hand because that's cool.
So I don't know what server 1 is. I'm surprised. I'm surprised he hasn't advanced it. I don't think it would be. If it was a snare, I think he would have kept it. If it was a wall to wall or a Rashida, I think he would have rezzed it or used it. So it could be. I think it's probably an SIU. But then I think SIU you would probably want to ice. So he can use that to maybe give the runner a tag at the start of the turn. But
Nice.
Say again, Sarah?
She just played Misdirection. That's nice. Continue. Sorry.
No problem. Yeah, so using Haley value to install a Harbinger, which Luke can then trash next turn, and the Misdirection now counters the hard-hitting news. So I think Tom does.
That's a nice start for Luke.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yes.
Alex, by the way, is excited that the internet can hear you, Sarah.
Yes! Okay, how do I check on YouTube at the same time? But I don't.
I know you probably need to open it in another tab. But if you're on speakerphone, be careful with the sound.
I just let it on pause.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, I still don't know what server 1 is. But yeah, I think here. So Tom's obviously building a big remote. He's got a lot of credits as well. But with the Misdirection, Luke can dodge the hard-hitting news. I think Luke is running Stargate. We saw that in the last game. And with only one ice on R&D and an SMC. Okay.
SMC. We'll check what is this. To shuffle all card. And that is going to R&D. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so this allows him to push the cards back into R&D without accessing it. So if it is a trap of some sort, then it will just get shuffled away.
So what was it?
We don't know. He doesn't access it.
Oh, okay.
So it could also have been a price sec, So I don't know if he was considering trying to bait. Normally you would put the price deck in your remote, but maybe he was trying to bait it. I'd be really interested to know what that card was. So yeah,
I put price deck in my centrals because why not?
because you like hurting people.
Because I like.
You like hurting people.
Yes.
Cool. So I think with 22 credits, kind of Luke, if he can find a Stargate, he has almost everything he needs to start going.
Oh. And he can also access server too, because he's rich, and he can just draw server too.
Yeah, I mean, he's only got one self-modifying code on the table, so he's only going to be able to install that to fetch one breaker from his stack. But with Haley, he can trash the SMC. Okay, here we go. So,
what? Why would he use a Steam hack? He's already rich.
Just because Netrunner is a game of efficiency. So if here he's able to get 9 credits from the Stim hack, so trash the SMC, which is going to be 2, to install whatever breaker he needs, and then use it to break. Then he also has the Simul chip on the table, so Luke could now choose to trash the Simul chip. Okay, so he doesn't need to because he has another SMC in hand. So with the Haley trigger, he can install the second SMC, then trash this, and install Stargate.
Oh god, that
is
so... How did he get the second SMC?
Because he had it in hand.
And it's Haley.
And it's Haley, yeah. So this is great. So not only does he get the breaker that he needs, but he then is also able to fetch Stargate so that he can then Stargate the next turn. And he did I think he did all of that for 1, 2, 6. So I think he only paid 1 credit for that.
God.
And I think it cost him a Palangi.
Ooh, and why did he? Okay, and he trashed the Turing, so he couldn't ice again.
Yeah, so he trashes the Turing, which means that the Atlas is on top, and then there's a merger. So he trashes the Turing, goes and gets the Atlas. Now he's going to run and get the merger, which I believe is a 2/4, and I think it's worth 1 extra agenda point in the runner score area. So this puts Luke on 5 points, and he can Stargate every turn. So Luke doesn't know what this card is, but thanks to the bad pub from Too Big to Fail, he can run through the ice wall once a turn for free.
Can run on the ice. Too big. I didn't get it.
So if you look in Thomas's heap, he has a card called Too Big to Fail.
Yes.
This gives you a bad publicity, which means that Luke gets 1 free credit every run.
Okay.
And it's just 1 to break the ice wall with Kuroda. So, yeah, I guess maybe Tom didn't know that Luke was on Stargate here. Or maybe he was just planning something else. So I think here we're going to see new construction. Then Tom forgot to res the, I guess it's the Rococo, the reconstruction contract. So then he will dedicate the reconstruction contract, trash the reconstruction contract, and move the credits onto new construction. And then he can score this from hand. And this allows him, when you advance new construction contract, it lets you install a card, which I think he used to put the Rococo down. So the problem Tom is going to have now is that Luke, if he finds an agenda, he can trash it and steal it.
And if I had an ice, he will trash it and then run again.
Exactly. And okay, so that's the merger on top. So that is going to be game.
Hostile and Audacity.
Yeah, that's GG.
Get it. And win. I think Dan did something like this to me. Yes. That time when he had just like 3 cards in hand.
Yeah.
And he was just basically targeting, trashing my ices and Dan, you're the best. I hate you. but I love you. But you're the best.
Absolutely. And he's coming to Cologne. One of us.
And he's going to Cologne. Like 11 minutes. It just
Pretty incredible.
it just awesome. That's nice. So which one of them is from Cologne? Nord? And now I think Luke is the third one. That's it. So it's like Django is the first, Dan second, and then Luke third, something like this.
So I think so. This was the losers final, which Luke has just won. So this means he's now going to go into the final against Django, Jan, and Tom Clusterfox is now out. So Dan got knocked out first. So Dan is in fourth place. Tom just lost 2 games in a row. So Tom is now going to be in third place. And then the top place, the final, is going to be between Luke and Jan. And I think, did they already play in a previous round?
Don't know.
Let me look.
Andy, help, tell us. You're the master of the...
No, Andy's not around, unfortunately. Yeah, so they played in round 1, and Luke lost the game as runner. So this is a rematch for Luke. So it's going to be quite important to see which side he gets to pick. So here, Luke, let me update now. So Luke has 3 points. So we complete and pair new round. So the final round, because they played the same sides before, so they have to switch. So now Jan is going to be playing the runner, and Luke is going to be playing the corp.
Okay. Where is your Luke from?
So Luke is from Switzerland.
Okay. Can I, as commentator, pick a side? Or is it...
You can... Sorry, you can definitely pick a side. So you've got...
Cologne side! Go, Jan! Go crush them! Where is from? Switzerland! Boo! Jeez!
Okay. Then I'm definitely going to pick Luke to bring balance, and also because he's my bestest boy. So...
I'm your bestest boy.
That is extremely sweet of you. Okay, so Sarah, I'm gonna drop the call for a minute. Do you want to?
And I am going to do everything I want in your channel.
Do you want to come back and do the final with Felix and me?
It's, as you like. I think if Felix is done, it's okay for me just to watch.
I'll message Felix and see if he wants to commentate the final, and maybe I'll call you in 5 minutes. And if Felix is also there, we can do it all together as a 3.
But it would make one viewer less. So.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I'll speak to you in a minute.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hi, Greg. Can we just use a table? We could just use a table, right? Just go table whatever, and then we are 3 people there. And we are still streaming. I heard myself talking. Hi, Daniel. Yeah, I think it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Just
I'm not. I still don't.
some talking between rounds is probably fine with everyone.
Okay.
Nobody has to be offended.
Okay, I think I've worked out how to finally silence my man. This streaming stuff is really complicated.
I think you just have to get used to it, and I think we're doing a fine job with the yeah. What would you call it? First time spontaneous stream.
That's very kind of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
I watch Metropol Grid every week, and he makes it look so easy, and I was like, it can't be that easy, and it turns out it's really not that easy.
I mean, it's like everything in life. If you do it for the first time and you don't have that much experience, it's harder, and it gets easier every time you do it. I
Yeah.
think that's what I feel. Also, he's compared to me, he's talking in English, which is his mother tongue and not mine. So I think that's also it makes it harder to communicate or to stream if you want to stream in English, but it's not the language that's your first language.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, got compliments. People saying the stream is good, and so I think it's going quite well. It's going quite well.
Cool. That's nice to hear.
Yeah, I think the game already is already up on Jinteki.
Yep, it looks that way.
So we see Django first time on the runner, and I think also Luke first time on co-op, right? Or was it second time on co-op?
Hi, Sarah.
Second time on co-op.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
So just to double check, I lost one stone not in the cart. Okay, so just to double check, Felix, because Jan hasn't dropped a game in the cart, so even if he loses this first game, they would then need to play a second game. So Luke would need to win both games to win, but if Jan wins this first game, he's the champion.
Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely correct.
Okay, great. Oh wow, I finally understand how this works.
So we have both players are on Asmari as their corp, and Django is on 419 as the runner, and Luke is on Haley. So if this match is going to be Asmari versus 419, and if Asmari wins, then we will see another game of Asmari, but then against Haley again, like we had in the first round of this top cut.
Okay.
So there seems to be some technical difficulties still.
Yeah.
On Discord.
On Discord.
I changed my mic. Is it better?
Yeah, much better.
Okay.
For me at least.
Yeah, it is, Sarah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
No worries.
Thanks to who commentated on the YouTube. What?
And
last round. Alex commentated on YouTube last round. Might not be last round. Might be second to last round.
She needs a better mic or a better internet connection. Mr. Garodin. Thank you. Save this stream. You're the best. Okay. Even if they win, we put you on the first place because we can.
okay.
It's starting! So, 419.
Versus Asmari.
Yeah.
We have Luke on a mulligan on Asmari.
Okay.
Right. So This is also already not looking that good for the
For a final.
for the what do you call the guy coming from the lower bracket? So the guy with the back to the wall.
Yeah, the the underdog, or maybe
The
that's
underdog. Yeah, you could say the underdog.
Yeah, God, this is and just a big shout out to you guys. Neither of you are doing this in your native language, so thank you so much for speaking English.
You're welcome.
I mean, we're also doing it for the viewers. There might be some viewers who do not understand German, and or whatever we could speak instead. So
Yeah.
English is more likely to be understood.
Great.
So we have first click hedge fund, and then install in front of the remote, and then install in front of HQ, which you basically have to do against 419, right?
Yeah.
And then he can name something now.
Yeah. His
Event.
name's event. Also, you paid the 1 credit for 419 to not reveal what
See.
IC installed on the remote. Then goes with Omakur
Ooh,
first into
sure.
Dirty Laundry. Nice opening. Always really happy if I'm playing 419 have turtle early. Because then every time your opponent chooses to not pay 1, you get a turtle tokens as addition to the exposed. Just that's a scarcity
that's
turn.
nice.
And also double hedge fund. Oh no, it's 1 hedge fund and you drew a card. So this scarcity is a little bit risky because if there's an agenda in R&D, then the scarcity is already gone. But I guess this is 6. Wow.
There we go. Oh, Luke.
It's not looking good.
Yeah, this isn't
One
great.
agenda down.
Okay, that's not nice.
Yeah, I think losing the scarcity is a big hit, and if Jan can just keep checking R&D every turn without paying anything at the moment and building turtle counters, this is going to be difficult.
Very difficult.
Just 3 clicks, clear.
Or does Luke have any options around? Like maybe Luke has got options around hard-hitting news here.
You mean Django or?
No. So if Django is running every turn, maybe one of Luke's possibilities here is if he can economic warfare hard-hitting news, you can slow that down.
True. Or just like this, just put an ice in front of it, so at least he has to pay credits and cannot run just for free. So still event named, and we have a daily quest going up. It's always with one ice in front. It's a little bit of a It's good if it starts running, but on the other hand, if you can get in early, then it's just a trash for net 1 credit and don't get much out of it. So let's see what Jan does. If Luke has one thing going for him, it's the money situation. He has 15 credits right now. Now he goes up to 17 credits.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Also, the fourth turtle counter is crucial in this matchup because you have IP block and new sounds and stuff like that, who are all for strength, not for credits.
Yeah.
And now you can break it.
So, so Sarah, do you know diversion of funds?
Yes, I got hit by it 3 times.
So that's what is happening right now.
Alex. So he's running R&D, and then he's clicking 1, and then he makes the core plus 5 and get 5.
Oh no, you're
but
on
only
HQ.
if it is successful.
You're on HQ.
HQ, sorry.
Yeah, and 2 clicks, right? And if it's successful, instead of accessing cards, you can steal 5 credits from the core, basically.
Choose. So he didn't rest.
No, he didn't rest. Probably just something that wouldn't matter or would just cost 1 or 2 credits to break with Armakura. Perhaps
that's nice.
Perhaps a new sound because it's not activated right now, but because there's no current. Perhaps something like that could be.
I'm surprised that Jan didn't run the remote to deal with the daily quest last click.
Yeah, true. Because perhaps he thought it might have been an IP block and he didn't want to go with 1 tag for turn. I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
Perhaps something like that. Okay, Luke's. I think is already putting a card down and trashing the daily quest. It's early. I thought he might look for eyes because he only has 3 eyes.
Go to server 1 before he purges you. Go! Go! He's gonna purge you! Come on, go!
I mean, there's still archives where you can load up the turtle again. So right now, turtle is still pretty good, but when it's all iced up and it has high strength, then it's not that easy to get back to high turtle strength.
So does Jan here? Do you feel that Jan has to keep the pressure up, or can he afford to draw some cards and install? Like,
somebody. Okay, sorry, didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah. So does Jan have to contest? He probably has to contest server 1 this turn somehow, right?
No, I don't think so. I think if server 1 is a what's it called? The 1 point
Trap.
asset. The echo chamber.
Okay.
I think that's fine. It's just the first point, and it takes 4 credits and the whole turn of Luke.
Yeah.
And what else could it be? It could be a Rashida, which you would like to contest, but it's not necessary. But he decided to. I think he didn't have to contest, but it's fine to do so.
Okay.
It's just a low strength surveyor. He might even he just breaks it. Yeah, he could have traced, but no need to trace here. Okay, that's a Rashida. You trash that, obviously. By the way, what I wanted to say in chat, somebody said they demanded French stream. I think even if they say my French is good enough, no French for me. Je ne parle pas français. And I think that's also for like 2 or 3 people that can understand, even if I could speak French good enough, but just for the viewers, I think we have to stay in English.
Why didn't he ice archives and just go there with a second ice?
I mean, the ice on the remote is also value because it increases the strength of the surveyor, and he might not have the luxury to ice both. Also, the turtle is already on 4 strength, so the ice right now wouldn't do that much on archives. But interesting decision that he gave up the daily quest for the Rashida.
Yeah, I'm really surprised by that. Okay.
Another low strength surveyor.
It feels like Luke hasn't had great ice choices so far.
Yeah, probably only surveyors, not much else.
Yeah.
Oof, another SSL in hand.
Okay.
No, only 1 agenda.
3 points. He's on 6 points. It's
he's on 6 points. Not.
Just
one more agenda, and this game might be over.
What is going on here? What are we going to find? Okay.
There might be another agenda in HQ for sure.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah, there's a third SSL. And that's good. That's game.
That's game.
Good game, guys.
Yeah, that's the Store Championship
8 minutes.
to Jan. Wow.
Yes! Cologne!
Congratulations, Jan.
Congratulations, Jan.
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy. I'm happy that the Store Championship stays in Cologne, but I'm sad that my bestest boy Luke wasn't able to take it.
I am your bestest boy. Luke, it's okay. You're good. You did great. I mean, it's okay.
3 surveyors and a news hound. That's really tough.
Yeah, and that doesn't even have a current up.
Yeah.
So I just posted the final standings.
Okay.
Also in the Discord.
Great.
Thanks. Super efficient.
So I'm just going to try and update the ABR. Okay. And that's it.
Perhaps Luke just didn't shuffle good enough because he found all the surveyors and all the SSLs so early.
Yeah, that's tough.
How do you manage to score 5-3 agendas. Like for me, it's so hard to score a 5 advancement agenda. I just like, okay, should I install it now and advance and then pray, or do I install it and don't advance and just wait? But then I have to wait 2 turns to score it. They are awful. Yeah, I don't like these agendas.
Yeah, it's very hard. I mean, Asmari generally, if you see some of the other Asmari games, it can often, as long as you see them late, you can build a big taxing remote and then just keep install advancing, and maybe it's an NGO, maybe it's an agenda, and then you've got hard-hitting news if you can make the runner poor enough. But it's difficult. It feels like Luke had super terrible draw here, like the surveyors early, all his agendas. The scarcity was good, but then got cleared immediately.
Yeah, I think perhaps he should have waited a little bit with the scarcity, but as we saw, the scarcity wouldn't have done much because besides activating the new sound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a rough game for Luke for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
But in the end, really nice tournament, and people seem to also like the stream. Alexa, thanks for commentating.
Thanks to everyone for watching.
Which I gladly did.
And thank you so much, Felix and Sarah, for jumping in and helping me.
Yeah.
It was,
It was a pleasure.
You were
for
essential
having
to
me.
success. Yeah, no problem. So, cool. So I guess all that remains is just to confirm the final standings and say congratulations. So final standing: Dan as Cable Carnage in 4th, Tom as Cluster Fox in 3rd, Luke as Lulche Nultim in 2nd, and Jan as Django in 1st. So
do you know if that it was his it looks like Luke Nukem, but
yeah.
Was it his on purpose? That he registers like this?
Yeah, he just constantly.
It looks like a mistake.
He constantly changes it. Like he is.
All right.
Yeah, he's just a natural antagonist. Yeah, he's
Gotcha.
Yeah. So at some point I really want to go to a tournament with Carl and put my name as Craig aus Ausvereinigte Königreich, aber jetzt in Köln. I need to do that at some point. I didn't know he was playing today, otherwise I totally would have registered with that.
Okay. Apparently, Ozan just thought that it was a meme that started in Berlin.
Oh, really? Okay.
Perhaps there was just some mishaps in the registration where somebody put in Lulche Nulchum instead of Luke Nukem.
Man,
That's what I imagine.
Yeah, I think Berlin is the place of German Netrunner memes being birthed. I think that's the impression I get, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so I'm going to finish off the stream. Thank you very much, guys, for coming along and helping.
Thanks
You're
as well.
welcome.
Yeah,
Was really a pleasure to be here.
absolutely. And thank you to everyone that played. Congratulations again to Jan. And yeah, see you all again soon.
And we all did great, even those who are just watching. You were absolute amazing watchers, little watchers. We love you, watchers. Continue watching. You're doing this so well. I'm so proud of you.
Well said.
Okay.
Bye-bye.